Hello my lovelies, welcome to this week's video. I always forget to say, please subscribe to the channel, please hit the notifications bell. Well no, I do remember to tell you guys that because otherwise you don't see that I post videos, but please hit the like button and comment and all of that stuff. Thank you very much, Ling. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So this week I am going to share with you what I do, or what I have been doing for my goal journaling for 2022. I'll step over so you can see the fur baby claiming her throne. I don't get to sit in that anymore. It's hers. I think I'm just going to have to carry on and you'll see her if you see her. You want this chair now? So a couple of videos ago in the what do you do with all the junk journals you make video that I did, I said, do you guys want to see my 2022 goal journaling? And quite a few of you said yes. So the basis of my 2022 goal journaling is the 2022 journal that I did a tutorial for you guys a few weeks ago, where we made this no-sew journal and then I gave you the prompts to go inside. So if you haven't seen that video, I will stick a link in the cards and in the description to that video, because that is the basis of this. But I thought what I would do is show you a little more closely, because I want to explain to you goal journaling versus targets. It's a big difference in how you can actually achieve your goals is by setting trackers, as I call them. Those of you that are in my creative goal journaling class will know all about tracking, because we have a whole module on trackers. And in last week's video, where I went over all of the things you can fill your journals with, that big like half-an-hour video where I took you through lots of my journals, I actually showed you quite a few in the goals section. I didn't even mention the creative goal journaling class at all in that video, but I showed you a couple of my creative goal journaling journals on the sly. So I'm a big goal journaler. I do it in many different ways, but this year I really distilled it down. So this is a really simplified way to do it. If you just like noise, don't they? So very simple. If you want to follow it, I'll share what I'm doing, because I just want easy this year. I just want something that's going to take my time, my energy, my effort, but still going to give me results. So at the end of last year, what I did was I bought this planner, and thinking, oh, 2022, it's a great time to crack open this planner and try it. I sat down for what I call a planning session, and I was going through it, and I just decided, nah, it's too much, it's overcomplicated. And with the prompts that I gave you for the 2022 journal that I already did, I felt like all of this stuff was convoluted, was extra. And you guys know I love a good journaling session. If you saw all my journals in last week's video that I took you through, you know, I love a journal. So it wasn't that I didn't, you know, I'm not inclined that way to do it. It's just that, why overcomplicate something when really my 2022 year is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. I've really adopted that this year. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what I'm trying to do in all areas of life. So this is what I'm doing in my goal journaling as well. So to start with, if you haven't done the 2022 journal, do that first. What I'll do now is take you through how I've kind of adapted it or expanded it for my particular use. So I separated the first prompt down into kind of personal and also JB stuff, Jenny Belly stuff, because I have, you know, dual personality going on, and there are different things I want to achieve in both areas. So where you do your goal journaling is just by answering the prompt, okay? So you figure out what one of your goals is that you want to do, and then how you set targets is that you distill it down into the actual things that you are going to need to do to achieve that goal. So for instance, one of my things is to make a video every week for YouTube. So under my Jenny Belly goals, I have 52 YouTube videos. Under that, I have 52 boxes. So as the year progresses, every week I tick it off or I cross it out if I haven't managed to do it. But no, we are not. We are achieving this goal. So I highlight it every week to say I've done it, so that I'm tracking throughout the year that goal. And then it creates motivation. If you're in the Creator Goal Journaling class, you know this. Creating a chain creates that motivation to continue. So I use this journal, my 2022 journal, every single day, and I'll show you how with these different I was going to say trackers, no, with these different targets. On other prompts I have things like I want to move my body every day, or I want to do art every day, or I want to, there's another daily one, oh, I want to go to bed feeling more satisfied with the day than not, basically, you know, because I have this thing at the end of the day, I always feel like it's been a good day, or I've underachieved, or it's been underwhelming, or I haven't done what I wanted to, and I can clearly feel there's a tipping balance, and I can clearly feel which side of the fence I'm on, and I've always had that. So this year, 2022, I'm keeping a track of it as, again, motivation, because it can just be something simple that tips it over to being unsatisfied with today than not. And even at like 10 p.m, 11 p.m, I can do that little thing that will make the day feel more complete, such as instances doing some artwork, even if it's 5 minutes, makes me feel like I've done a little bit more of what I wanted to each day. As I said, I've got a separate kind of thing for tracking that, but I'm just giving you that as an example. Another thing is gua sharing, giving myself like a little spa treatment. That can be tipping me over on the fence, or it can be journaling, doing my daily rituals, written journaling. It can be anything. It depends on the day, so it keeps me on track in the moment. But at the end of the year, I'll get to see, more satisfied than not. But the real juice in this, the real value in it, is that it makes me think of it during the day, not just at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's automatic for me. Oh, that's been a bit of a shit day, or it's been a really good day. It's automatic. I get in bed and I just, the feeling just always kind of, not overwhelms, but it comes over me. So having that there, it's made me shift more days. You know, at the end of the year, I'm going to have more days that have ended in a more satisfied way than not. And how I do those trackers is I just do the gates. So I do blocks of 5, you know, because 365 days is a lot of boxes. So 52 is my limit. Doing the boxes on a weekly is my limit, and then when it gets down to days, I just do sticks just for ease. So that's the difference between target journaling versus goal journaling. We did the goal journaling in the 2022 prompts. This hopefully will give you a little bit more information as how to take a big picture and chunk it down. Obviously, that does not include the steps you need to do those things. So for instance, all I've got under my thing for doing 52 videos is just 52 videos. You know, that isn't about brainstorming ideas for videos, or the ideas I already have for videos, or things I want to do, or requests that come in, you know, or things I need to write down for points for each video or whatever. Those are what I consider the stepping stones to creating that box filled out, which again, I have some stuff on in the Creative Goal Journaling class for breaking it down and all of that. But that's it. It's big picture, and then targets created. And it's something that people miss. Sorry, I'm really low down. I wanted you to see the pretty lights. The targets and tracking is something that often people miss when they do New Year's resolutions or new goals. If you are used to using planners, then you may be a bit better at that. But if you're like me or a lot of other people, you may start a planner and then be like, meh. This year I just decided I'm not even going to start it to not keep it up. I'm just not going to start it because it's too much. It's a lot of muddling the waters for no reason. Something I did get out of my planner though, and something I would advise you to do, because it's still keeping it really simple, but it's doing 90-day goals, so quarterly or 3-monthly goals. I saw this in the planner and I thought, oh yeah, of course, because to be honest, I've done quite a lot of courses on this kind of stuff, and the science behind this is quite strong, that you will perform or achieve more if you do set these quarterly goals rather than just yearly goals. Because yearly goals, you can set a whole bunch at the beginning of the year and do nothing towards them until like September. Or you think you've got loads of time, you know, it's a year, it's stretched out, but really it isn't that long. So you can overestimate how much you can do in a year, but you can really achieve more than even what you think you can at the start of the year if you pull it down to 3 months, because the timeline is tight enough to make sure that you're actually doing things towards your goal, because you're not going to leave something to September if it's in your first quarterly set of goals, you know, between January and March. That feels like a tight container, so you're going to do stuff that's required in this if stuff that you are doing in the next quarter is dependent on this. You're not going to leave it. So for me, I've personally found that this has really helped a lot, and all I do for this is just in a jotter, I just have one page where I write out the month. I handwrite this, I don't do anything fancy, I'm keeping it all simple, stupidly simple. And to be honest, I just use this mostly just to cross off, just so I can see the time ticking down, so that it's keeping me more conscious of how much I've got left of this 3 months to actually do what I need to do. And then I just set a few simple goals, not really simple, but simple goals, kind of what you can achieve within 3 months. You need to make sure that it's attainable, maybe stretches you a little bit, but you know, it's attainable within those 3 months. Because if you try and stick in everything, which you will stick in it, you will put things down in a year, but you've got no idea how you're going to get there. When you drill it down to 3 months, you don't overcomplicate things, because it's got to get done. You know, so you'll stick things in your year goals that are complicated and you really need to think through, and because things are complicated, they're kind of, you can't figure out how they're going to happen. So because you can't figure out how they're going to happen, you don't know where to start. So where you don't know where to start, you don't actually do anything. The how kind of dictates that you just stay stuck. But tighter deadlines automatically mean tidier thoughts, clears the fog, and it also means more clear steps that you put down. So I do that, and then I also do the 3 months calendars as well, just to tick those off so I can see more clearly. Just more, you know, more, a little bit more pressure in a good way added on. This is how quickly these 3 months are going. And then if I have to, I didn't in January, but I did in February. I wrote down everything I want to do in February in this space where I'm keeping these 3 month goals, because they tie in. It makes sense that they go there, and then everything's kept together. So at the end of the day, I go through my 2022 journal, I tick off what's needed to be ticked off, and then I'll check my 3 month goals every few days, maybe, not every day. But that's what I'm doing. Really simple. I hope I've explained it simply. Let me know if I've confused anything. And I hope I've given you some motivation. If you have absolutely nothing going for 2022, at least do this. It is going to take you a little bit of time, especially if you haven't made the 2022 journal. But once you've put in that little bit of time, you will be so much more relaxed almost and clear about 2022 and what you want to do in it. If you feel like you don't have any goals or things you want to journal on, I'm really going to challenge that, because people often think that goals, just the term itself, means like something big and lofty and massive. It really doesn't. It can be things you want to do for you, such as one of my things is set up my premium skincare. That's what I'm doing. I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much. Because it sounds like a simple goal, but actually there is a lot of information. And this is something that on previous years I maybe wouldn't write out as a goal. You know, I have many of these things. I'm always wanting something, to upgrade something or do something different or learn a whole new something else. Last year I learned Qigong and energy medicine, and you know, this year I want to learn about how to improve my eyesight naturally with natural exercises and things like that. So there's always those kind of things going on, and I never thought to write those things down as goals. But you know what? These everyday non-goal things are goals because they're improving your life in some way, and they are taking your energy and your time. So put them down as goals. If there's a certain kind of art you want to learn, if there's a certain you want to start baking, or I was thinking about cooking, but thinking new recipe. You wouldn't put down one recipe as a goal, but you might put down learning desserts or how to bake desserts as a goal, or learning a new area of cooking as a goal. And I was just thinking, with the time that we've gone through, you could be putting down as a goal, you know, spending more time with the people that you love when you can and safely, or you know, finding groups of people online that are like-minded to feel that connection. You know, that is still investment in time, and it's still a goal. So put that down. I guess I could even put down learning about cats as a goal, because that's something I never thought I would have to do. Somebody's snoring away now. So last year, redecorating my outdoor studio, that would have been a goal on my list because it took a lot of time and a lot of effort to do that. And this year, actually, just tidying up my indoor studio is on the list, because that is something that's going to take me at least a whole weekend, if not longer, to do, because of an accumulation of years of just, oh, I'll put that there, and oh, I'll put that there, and I'll think about that later, has gone on. And yeah, it's not working for me. It's not in the right, and nothing, it's messy anyway, but nothing's right now for me. So that's a goal, because really, when you think about it, you've only got 52 weekends in the year, and so a whole weekend's going to be just taken up with that. That is worth putting down on your goal list. So don't think of things, goals, as being achieving massive things. Yes, some of the things on my list are like doing classes or something like that take a lot more energy and effort, but some things can just be learning about my cat and things like that. So please don't think that goal journaling is not for you because you don't have goals. You will have something that is important to you to do for yourself, for others. I know there will be. So I hope if you haven't done anything, you at least do this. Keep it simple. If you're somebody that is really gotten into your goal journaling this year and into your planners, let me know below, because you'll probably be killing it and this video won't be useful to you. But if not, keep it simple and let's just move ahead, making 2022 better for ourselves, yeah? However we want to, in whatever way that means to us. Finally, I have some pretty awesome news that I haven't let on anywhere. Next month, in about 3 weeks' time, I'm going to be doing a live class. If you want to come and spend an evening getting creative with me, it's a class called Get Loose, where we're going to have some fun, because I hear all the time, Jenny Belly, I love how free you are. I wish I was as free in my art as what you are. I am going to loosen you guys up that really need that. So it's a very inexpensive class, and I'm putting it on at half price before it goes live. So those of you that want to join me, you buy it on Journal Workshops the same as you buy any other class. I'll stick a link below to it and in the cards and description and all of that, but you just click the join on the Get Loose class like normal, and in there will be all of the information for the live class, when it is, when to attend. I think it's the 20th of March, so it's a Sunday, so hopefully my studio will be quite nice and quiet for us because my city studio can be quite noisy because it's a huge building with a lot of people in it. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. That's the whole purpose, is fun evening in Jenny Bellie's studio. So I hope you guys come along, and I will see you all next week. Mwah, 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 mwah. Alright my Belliettes, thank you so much for watching. If you want some more videos from me, please subscribe to the channel, and even if you subscribed ages ago, please make sure you hit the notifications bell to be notified to actually see my videos when I post them. If you want some more stuff from me that isn't on YouTube, then head over to my Journal Workshops community, which is a private art space for those of us that are creatively minded to gather together to do things such as groups activities, and also it's where I host all of my classes, including some free ones if you want some extra Jenny Bellie boosting time, binging, Netflix type style binging. See you over there. Much love. Doesn't that fit her just right? Oh man, she is nicking all my furniture. That's just a perfect fit for you, girl. Oh, it's a good girl. Oh, it's so warm and cuddly.